Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Marine 2 video. So, today's video is going to be a bit different from my own. Very much recently, if you are from the Nexus mods website, I have made my own kit bash for the Astartes mod. As you can see, this is meant to be a Mark 5 style armor. Obviously the helmet is with the Astartes mod, everything else is assets from the mod, mashed together basically. Like the double backpack is something to well, it's certainly unique. So yeah, my mod it's pretty unique. I'm gonna basically have a basic run through of, I tried to make a scout there, of basically everything in the mod. So then I'm going to also upload this to the Nexus mod website, where the web page of my mod, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I'm going to keep this as the Iron Warriors. Just imagine it's another chapter if you like. But as you can see, I do have a couple of variations, a couple of things I'm working on, like for example this chest plate, and I've changed the visor in this helmet to make it actually glow. Stuff like that. If I change this to my death guard. Oh, hold on. Is the visor changing? I may have clicked on the wrong helmet. Yeah, that's the basic. Okay. So yeah, a lot of these helmets are mine, and a few of them are somebody that helped me out. I really appreciate his help. He's absolutely awesome. Here they are. So yeah, I've changed the Death Guard helmets to actually have glowing visors now. And obviously there's a bit of a mix match with the Mark II and the Nurgle helmet, which I think looks really cool. It's like a Night Lord's style helmet with the Wolf Priest mixed in, so it's like a bit of a skull. Obviously there's a big diamond, can't really do anything about that. Excuse me. I'm working on variations of the World Eaters helmet. That's like the Mark 7 mixed in with the World Eaters, and then this is the Tacticus mixed in with the World Eaters. So I think that looks pretty cool. So yeah, like these helmets, everything basically below the World Eaters is not mine, except these three here, these Mark 4 style helmets. It's meant to be Mark 4. I know it doesn't look perfect, but it's the closest thing I can get to. And I am pretty happy with them, but obviously you could just put the Mark 10 on because that's based off of the Mark 4 as well. So go back to my Iron Warriors. Feels a bit weird looking at a Nurgle Space Marine, but yeah, that was just the basic Lieutenant helmet there. So yeah, let's actually go through my helmets from start to finish. So the first helmet I ever made for this kit bash was this Mark 2/3 helmet. So I basically found something where I split the visor, and then I just went through all the different helmets and basically added and changed things. And you know, it's pretty simple additions, and that one's got a different visor right there. You know, I attempted to make the like a like a Mark II Night Lord or a Mark II style Coordinate Marine, and there's obviously these kind of helmets which people ask for. I do like this one a lot. It looks really cool. I'm very happy with this helmet actually. These ones are just variations of the Black Legion. I put the Tacticus helmet underneath this one, stuff like that. This is just an Alpha Legion with the Tacticus and the Black Legion. It looks really cool, like the bones and stuff. And that's just a mix of the Templar helmet actually. You know, there's so many things that I've done in this, and I'm really happy with how they've come out. Like all these helmets here, they're just additionals that a guy on Discord called Raphael, he's absolutely awesome. He's making an awesome kit bash. I'm not sure if he's going to release it, but I really do hope he does, because it's absolutely awesome, the stuff he's making. like especially stuff like this. Like, look at that. That's like a crazy pre-heresy style helmet, and you know, he should be proud of the stuff he's doing. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to my Iron Warrior actually, the Mark 5. So shoulders. Let's get into the shoulders. So the shoulders, I've added a fair few things. Let's actually get down there. I've put them near the bottom. A couple of these are replicas simply because I thought, oh yeah, that'd work, and it didn't work because the skull's like inside. But you can still kind of, you got the chain. You know what I mean? It's slightly different, but you know, it's just slight variations that people would enjoy. So the first one I made was this one, and it's pretty glitchy because the physics are kind of bugged at the moment in Astartes 7.2.2, but regardless, I think some of these shoulders I've made I'm really happy with. Like this one looks so much better with the Mark 3 trim, stuff like that. Like this one as well, that was really cool. Like this one, it's just giving a slight edge around the shoulder pad, stuff like that, and obviously the studded one. But from like here, a couple of these aren't mine. I didn't make these in the kit bash. However, I did make this. Obviously, it's locked behind DLC because it's a pre-order. You've got to make sure you got to do that with these things. Obviously, like the wolf style one, that's pretty cool. I do like that one too for your pre-heresy space wolves. And obviously, there's that one as well. I added a couple of the champion shoulders too. Hope people are happy about that. I know the is it Model Accurate Kit Bash does that. He very much he's absolutely cracking on with that mod, and it's really cool. Same goes for this shoulder. I've added a few variations, got a couple of things and just mashed them in. Like for example, the chain on this is from this shoulder up here, stuff like that. And I just thought it'd be cool just to remove the chain and make it like it's super glued the shield to the shoulder. It's kind of funny in a way. But yeah, most of these shoulders, these Mark III style shoulders, I basically kit bashed myself. I didn't make this one though. That one's made by the Raphael guy. He's awesome, honestly. But the these champion shoulders and stuff like that, like this. Well, it's not really a champion shoulder. That's just like a normal, the DLC Dark Angels thing, encased in the Mark III. Obviously, you've got your Imperial Fist. That's probably some sort of weird heresy right there. So yeah, so that's the shoulders. So the chest plates, I've put a lot of work into these too. Many different variations that I've not covered in the screenshots. So this is my first ever chest plate I made. I'm really proud of this one. And honestly, from here forward is basically just me trialing area. Like this one is just a simple chain with a shield on the arm. If you look, the shield is overlapping the other shield. But yeah, this one with a simple chain, quillers, you know, stuff like that. Different types of quillers. The new servitor neck, chaplain neck. You know, I made this to make some sort of is it Forge Master from 30k, stuff like that, and then it was obviously like a heretical servitor slash tech marine. Well, very much heretical because he's got all this Nurgle stuff on him. Obviously like a Black Legion with a big belt buckle. Tried to go for a more simpler Mark 2/3. Not 100% sure what I was really going for here, but I do actually really like this. But the next one is a big upgrade from my last few ones. It's this one. I'm a big fan of this one. In fact, I use it for a lot of my screenshots. It is floating just slightly, but you can't really tell when you're playing. And then this is the bit where I got even more creative. I basically took this and took the Phobos chestplate, and it made this little vent thing right here. As you can see, it kind of looks like a different type of chestplate, you could say. Then I just literally went ham with all these different things. Like this is meant to be like a crazy Night Lord chestplate and stuff like that. I'm probably boring you with all this stuff, but I just wanted to show you guys absolutely everything and all the stuff I've basically mashed together. And well, this is meant to be like a word bearer type thing with a big book. I was trying to go for Emperor's Children with this one because I know they're very perfectionist, so I figured putting a red rope on there would be kind of cool. And obviously this is just an Aquila. A lot of people requested this with the Victrix Guard Aquila on these chest plates, so I obliged and slapped it on there for those guys. Another very heavily modified Mark III chest plate there. Another one I'm a big fan of. Also saw this in the Discord from the Raphael guy and thought I'd copy it and put my own little bit, because he has different side plates, so I figured I'd change mine a little bit. But yeah, like, and then there's an Ultramarine one right there. It's another one of my favourites. But you know, there's so many things here. Then this stuff here. This here is, well, an attempt at a heavy Black Templar's champion type thing. Didn't really work out because I'm unhappy about this clipping here. Gonna find a better way to do that. But yeah, it's like, this is another, from this all the way down to here is Raphael stuff that he kindly sent me and allowed me to copy into my kit bash. So I just want to put that out there. He allowed me to add all this stuff into my kit bash. It's full transparency, and I've got the receipts to back it up, don't worry. So yeah, like, these are meant to be Grey Knight style you know, armors, which I think really work well, and I think they're awesome. It's just a simple Mark 6, I think, or a Mark 7. That's meant to be a World Eater style chestplate, and so is that, I think. That's pretty cool. It's like a Alpha Legion Mark 2/3. Big fan of the skulls with the scales on the chestplate. Another simple, you know, Aquila one with a couple of ropes and chains and stuff. And you know, it's just simple stuff. Like, I think this one's called Siege Armor, which looks really, sounds really cool. He's also implemented his own little Mark 8 version. And this chestplate, not 100% sure what that's meant to be. And the final chestplate he added was this Raven Proto, it's called, and I think it's really cool. Certainly a big fan of this Raven Guard style armor. But then we're back on my armors again, and I made like a Titus from Space Marine 1 style chestplate, and I'm very happy with this. Obviously I can't remove these, sadly, simply because it's the belt. It's part of this belt buckle. It's just an addition. Then we've got a simple Mark 7 chestplate. Pretty simple, with a big thick belt that, you know, runs around. Then we've got a chestplate style for Sidonus. He has a big rope across and a big belt buckle. I figured put loads of bags on his belt. So, you know, make him a bit different from these two. This is meant to be, it's like Titus, Leandros, Sidonus, that kind of thing. So if you want to make the little gang up again and play as them in operations, I honestly highly recommend this mod. Obviously they're not pre-heresy, but I just figured I'd add that in there as a little nod to Space Marine 1. So we're now on to Mark 5. So yeah, Mark 4/5. So these armors are very much hard to make. Code wise, not that difficult. Figuring out what looks the best, very difficult. You know, a lot of these chestplates I'm happy with. I'm going to potentially add more. Some of these chestplates, like I said, aren't even out on the kit bash yet, but these guys are. But like this Nurgle chestplate, that's not out yet. Neither is these two. But honestly, I'm trying to add more variety for everybody, because I know some people probably want to play as Death Guard, or people want to play as Mark 5 armor, you know, and stuff like that. I've even made like a quote-unquote heretical chaplain. I need to fix this and make put a bigger neck on there. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. Obviously we've got all of these guys, so these are all what's it called, Mark 8. you know, simple changes with each one, you know, adds a bit of variety. So you can make a full team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you know, you can make a full squad. Obviously the chaplain and the apothecary cannot be changed, but you can make a full squad with all 6 of your classes with this setup. So, you know, it's honestly all up to you what you guys want to make with this mod. This is a wolf priest chestplate that I tried to make. It's simply just a chaplain. It's just literally the chaplain thing with the wolf priest in front of it. These are all the vanilla, quote-unquote vanilla chestplates. We're getting into the DLC style, so there's not many of these DLC ones that I made, but this is the Imperial Fist one, which I'm really happy about. I will be putting the Nurgle belt on there because it does feel like it looks a bit naked. But he does have a belt on. He just looks like he needs a bigger belt. So, you know, I am a big fan of all these. So a good example of that would be this. Let's see, the bigger belt looks so much better. You know, but I'm really happy with all these cosmetics. Let's go back up and put the right one on. It's Mark 5, wasn't it? Yes. Let's just slap that one on. So yeah, the only other thing is this cursed backpack and iron halos slapped all over the Mark 3 backpack. Obviously the Mark 8's in here too. Made this monstrosity as well. It's pretty crazy. How long have I been recording? 16 minutes of me just yapping about my kit bash. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, like all these different things. I'll probably try and speed this up a bit. Like this one, it's just a simple chain on the back and stuff like that. You know, I figured I'd add this Ultramarines one in here. For the simple reason of it's not just Iron Warriors, isn't this kit bash? It's every legion, let's say, because it's 30k. You can make your Ultramarines, you can make your Dark Angels, stuff like that. You know, like I've used this in screenshots for word bearers. You know, it's pretty simple stuff. Obviously you've got like that was pretty cool, and obviously I did this for the for an Empress Champion style. So yeah, I think this is, I'm pretty much getting close to the end here. Didn't really add any war gear other than just a plain red tabard like that. I'm currently running it modded heavily, CCO modded. I'm having a lot of fun just grabbing stuff out of that. Let's turn that off so you can see the legs. So yeah, getting on to pretty much the end of this here is the greaves. So didn't really make many greaves, to be fair, for this mod. Here we go. So it starts right here with this one. Big fan of this one because it really does suit it because of the trim up there. I'm honestly so happy about this one. I'm happy about this one too, simply because of the big gold trim and the spiky bits. I've been able to use this to make Thunder Warriors because they have a lot of spikes and stuff on their legs. In fact, they've got a lot of thunder symbols and lightning symbols. I could work on this one a bit more. I could probably remove the decal, the ability to use decals on this. I'm not a big fan of that. It's kind of bugging me, to be fair. The clipping, it's not really clipping, it's like a overlay almost. So yeah, and then I also made this one, but again we are getting into the ones made by Raphael. So Raphael made this one. As you can see, the boot is slightly different from mine. Here he's used like the sniper boot or something like that. But you know, he's gone out of his way to make all these different legs, and he also made this one. He added the champion armor, funnily enough, so that's how I found that. He also added these simple ones like a robot legs and stuff like that, and I think they'll look awesome. This is my attempt. Well, let's just remove the icon real quick. CCO doing me in. Here we go. Just get rid of that. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, I added like a Mark 5 style. Knee is more square. It's obviously slightly spiky, but I think it kind of works. So, you know, it is what it is, and can only work with what the developers have given us, really. But yeah, so again, let's just get to the bit where it's my knees. Here we go. So yeah, obviously it's the same for this side. Tried my best to, well, I need to put the skull on that one. Yeah. Again, Raphael starts with this one. So yeah, I made 4. He's made about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I've only made 5. So I've been putting a lot more attention into the chest plates, to be fair. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for my kit bash, I think. I haven't really, I think I tried to add the shield here, the Nurgle shields in here too. But that is pretty much it. It's not really any accessories that I've mashed together. I might try and mash a couple accessories together, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that is about it for the kit bash. So yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. I do not mind. I know this is me just blowing up my own ego, but I just figured I'd make a bit of an in-depth video into my own mod, and you know, basically say what it does and everything that the customization entails. So yeah, please leave a like, leave a comment on what you think of all these different styles of armor I've tried to include into the game, and yeah, subscribe to keep up to date on everything Space Marine 2, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.